So I'd like to tell you a little bit about the last day that I've had traveling. There's some good news and some bad news. Let's go with the bad news first. So, we're standing in line at Nairobi Airport. We have about 6 hours before our flight leaves, and the people tell me that my ticket does not exist for my flight from Nairobi to Amsterdam. So that's a little disconcerting. So we take the next 6 hours scrambling to try and figure out where my ticket is, what happened to it, and how do I get on a flight home. So the first thing we did was we went to print the email that showed that I do have a ticket going from Nairobi to Amsterdam and Amsterdam to Portland. So in printing this document, a small internet cafe decided that it would charge me $23 to print 7 pieces of paper and be on the internet for about 1 minute. I was already in an unpleasant mood, so I debated with the gentleman kindly and refused to pay for all that, so I only took 1 piece of paper. Then went and found out that they still had no ticket for me. So then I had to try and call customer service at Northwest Airlines from Nairobi Airport, when the nice young lady said that it would cost $4 per minute on the phone. So after a $52 phone call, I still had gotten nowhere, no customer service, and was not going to be on my flight that night. So then I went down to KLM offices and was jerked around for about another hour, at which time they decided that I had to leave the airport, go out of security, and purchase a new ticket, because the ticket that I had supposedly been on, that flight happened 10 a.m. earlier that morning, so I was not on that. So I had to spend $2,150 to buy a one-way ticket on a plane that I had already purchased a ticket for and already had a seat reserved for. And so I got on my flight. I had purchased that ticket about an hour before it took off, at which time I had no time to eat. So I'm sitting in the plane thinking, this is going to be a good flight, I'm headed home, at which time I woke up from a short nap, extremely nauseous with cold shivers and sweat, and got up just enough to make it to the galleyway where the stewardess were at, and I passed out. To wake up having the stewardess help me up, and I had a couple spells of dry heaving. It was a great time. It was lots of fun. But now I'm in Amsterdam, and I am 11 hours away from home, and I'm hoping the day gets better. So, the good news, I'm 11 hours away from home, and that's about it.
Okay, those 3 minutes will cost you $75.